My solemn pledge as Prime Minister that I will never allow Jamaica to return to those dark days when we were on the edge of the precipice.
Many months later.
For years to come, it will be a Christmas Eve to remember for Nicole Bingham, but not in a happy way.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Her boyfriend was one of 3 men fatally shot by police early Tuesday morning.
God Almighty. When me come down like fuck, I'm see the police now. And then me hear boom, boom, boom. We say, Jesus Christ, is somebody there. We are bawling. You understand? We are boom, boom. I mean, there's a 3 person. And when they light out, I will look at 3 body, innocent body they carried out. This looks serious, man.
Unicom says body-worn cameras were not used during the planned operation.
And they are a different same police man we shot the girl. I run the girl, I run brother. Shot the girl. See him there. See him there. See him there. And him do it. Him shot the girl. See him there.
We need justice! Justice! We need justice! We need!
Unicom says body-worn cameras were not used during the operation.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras.
This policeman was named Sergeant Dawkins. The man come to my house without a warrant.
That not give me no ignorance. I'm wake up good this morning. I'm not money, I'm not want money.
Unicom says body-worn cameras were not used during the operation.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and indeed where necessary for the JDF.
It notes that year to date, 183 persons have been shot and killed by the security forces, 15 of who were fatally shot this month.
Me rascal, me tell you wickedness can't done.
Government of Jamaica is committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and indeed where necessary for the JDF. There is no conflict, there is no indecisiveness. It is something that we are doing and will continue to do.
Now my viewers, can't you see that this man can't help telling lie? The man has said there is no conflict, and has said that the police them away by the camera. If the police them did away by the camera, would all of these people right now in conflict with the police, I say they unalive their family?
Begging $500. Elvis Carlington Jatan. Be a pupina. I be a wear and left. Watch a big old cow chain ya. Elvis, what is this? What is this? Watch your pants ya. What is this? Watch ya. What's this? What is Elvis? People.
Now welcome back to another exclusive for life. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review. Now much blessing and blessing my viewers and my subscribers, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another exclusive for a topic discussion and review. However, as you can see from the entry, we have number 28 with his big promises and his constant failure of delivering these promises. Now today's review is very important, and asking you to like up the video, share out the video, and if you haven't subscribed as yet, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification so you can get notified anytime I post these important update.
People, when I come in at this, me have a baby father. I'm gonna foreign from my son at 2.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty of this broadcast, I want to enlighten you with this lady who her baby father left go foreign from her son at 2, and her son is 12 years old right now. She said he's very bright, he passed his common entrance and he's going to Kingston College. And the father, they are afraid that she asked the father for some money, and him, I don't know if he don't have the money, but however he decide for went shopping for the child. Free will go here, so because Elvis, you not trouble, you know, Elvis. You not trouble.
But my son at 2 him there foreign, you know. My son at 12 now. My son I go KC. My son pass a nice school. Bright boy. Him say Christmas. I can beg him $500. I beg him and say, give me a money. I'm go buy some things. See, little boy. Look where I be able to
Elvis.
Christian.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah. Him son. Watch here. Who for close this? My baby father that TV is a XXL. Who for close this? No tag. Watch here. Watch here. Elvis Carlington Jatan. Watch here. My baby father. Watch here. What you do to your one little son Christmas here? Watch here. Watch this. What can go so? I be a wear and left. Be a pupina. Who for shots this? Who for pupina this? Watch here.
Elvis.
Nose not and bugo. See ya? Be a nose not. Who for close this? Who for close this? Who for this? Look on the chain here. Watch a big old cow chain here. Instant feel little boy at 12. Elvis, what is this? What is this? Watch your pants here. My grandfather. Now my grandfather days. My grandfather dead all long. Watch here. What's this?
Come on,
what is Elvis? People. Wanna find Elvis Carlington Jatan.
No man, this there. It must be sick.
What's your pants here, my grandfather?
Wait till Jamaican people for.
What is Elvis?
Oh, boy, Jesus, Elvis.
Carlington Jatan.
Mr. Jatan, I call you out, you know. You lucky so nobody ever drop a picture for you, so trouble.
Elvis Carlington Jatan. The man was send the bag of old broke them go to Jamaica for your 13-year-old son and the big cow chain. What make you stay so? You must go down today.
Elvis Carlington Jatan, watch here. My baby father, watch here.
Don't send no more barrel. Don't send no more barrel. Stop go in the dollar store and buy the tin car meal them and the tin things them and send that to Jamaica. Stop it. Because by the time you spend $500, that's not even half of the barrel, $1,000.
Watch a big cow chain here.
Send the $1,000 by Western Union to give the people them. Because $1,000 can't fill a barrel. Can't be sell at Jamaica. The people them not eat the Campbell soup. Them not eat certain things. Stop, go at the second-hand store, go buy the clothes them, the what left store, clothes them and send to Jamaica. People them at Jamaica very feisty. Them very feisty. They not wear people pup in. Stop send these things, send the money to Jamaica. Nobody know I'm going to clear in a barrel now.
Never ever put me.
First of all, the clothes we are still at Jamaica. What's your pants that we have up here? Utter clothes. And them know for go wholesale go buy 3 and buy 6 and 1 dozen. Them know for cut them money. Send the money go to Jamaica. Elvis Jatan. Elvis Carlington Jatan.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and indeed, where necessary, for the JDF.
I know it must have drawn to your attention that of lately so many persons in Jamaica being unalive by the hands of the security force, the people that are there to serve and protect the people.
Up first this evening, residents in Orange District St. James are refuting claims that 3 men killed by the police were shot in a confrontation.
The incident happened on Tuesday.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, is also probing the circumstances which led to their demise.
INDECOM says body-worn cameras were not used during Tuesday's planned operation. It notes that year to date, 183 persons have been shot and killed by the security forces, 15 of who were fatally shot this month.
We have also noticed that the JCF has released its latest figure on unalive of person in Jamaica, and it caused an upstir in Jamaica because a lot of persons are saying that in no way that number is correct. However, we have the Commissioner of Police speaking on the issue.
Dr. Kevin Blake equates the denial of the JCF stats to destroying the trust the force has built with the public. He says this, in turn, creates an atmosphere that puts criminals at an advantage.
Despite our successes, there are some who seek to undermine our efforts by questioning the integrity of our data. Let me address this issue head on. The statistics we present do not lie. They are rigorously compiled, analyzed, and transparently shared with the public. To cast doubt on these figures is to erode the trust and confidence that we have painstakingly built over time. Such narratives serve only to benefit the criminals.
Now, come on, Mr. Commissioner. How such narrative benefit the criminals? Such narrative are the concern of the law-abiding citizen who are concerned about the criminals, which you need to get rid of. You understand? So don't try to twist the narrative here.
Who thrive in an atmosphere of doubt and mistrust. Let us not allow misinformation to diminish the progress we have collectively achieved.
Dr. Blake says the JCF is dedicated to maintaining a transparent relationship between itself and the public through providing updates on its work.
Transparency remains a cornerstone of the JCF's approach to public accountability. When crime statistics have moved in the wrong direction, we have been the first to report them. Similarly, when trends are positive, we share that information with the same level of openness. Our credibility in communication is non-negotiable, as it forms the foundation of the trust we continue to build with the public and our partners. The JCF's commitment to transparency is unwavering, and it is vital that we maintain this standard to ensure sustained confidence in law enforcement. The progress we have made this year is as much the achievement of the JCF and the government of Jamaica that supports us, as it is a collective effort of every law-abiding citizen who chooses to obey the law.
The police commissioner notes that despite claims to the contrary, all major crimes, including murders and shootings, continue to decline in 2024. He credits the joint approach by the nation's force for the decline.
One of the most significant outcomes of 2024 has been the 18% reduction in murders. This represents a major step forward in enhancing public safety and reducing the devastating impact of violent crime on our society. When we examine the trends of overall major crimes more closely, shootings are down 10% across the country. There has been a 25% reduction in reported rapes. Robberies have reduced by 21%, while we've seen a 1% drop in break-ins. At the start of the year, the High Command asked more of every member of the force, and through a collective effort, there has been a 14% reduction in overall major crimes thus far in 2024.
Now, my viewers, maybe you can understand why the Prime Minister appointed this police commissioner, because clearly this man and Andrew HOLNESS are the same. They are both liars. Now, ain't I look up on the screen, that was a post that was posted Saturday the 21st of December, where the JDF released that post to the public saying that there was a 17.9% decline in unaliving of people. Now you hear him making this statement where he released yesterday, and he's saying that it stands at a 14% decrease.
At the start of the year, the High Command asked more of every member of the force, and through a collective effort, there has been a 14% reduction in overall major crimes thus far in 2024.
That means that him a try to say from December the 21st, no one has been unalive. And we know say loads of people has been unalive from the 21st of December until now. So how can that figure where there are 17.9 decline now reach a 14 point whatever decline? Now the commissioner is also saying that people doubting the crime statistic they release destroy the confidence the citizen establish with the police. Now clearly this police commissioner is not aware that that little crime statistic cannot deter the police and the citizen confident. What destroy the confidence between the police and the citizens are things like these. View these 3 incidents which unfold. what doesn't build confidence between the citizen and the police?
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister that I will never allow Jamaica to return to those dark days when we were on the edge of the precipice.
Many months later.
For years to come, it will be a Christmas Eve to remember for Nicole Bingham, but not in a happy way.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Her boyfriend was one of 3 men fatally shot by police early Tuesday morning.
God Almighty. Me come down like fuck, I'm in the police now. And then me hear boom, boom, boom. Me say, Jesus Christ, somebody there. We are balling. You understand? We are boom. Boom. I mean, it's actually a person, you know. And when they light out, I will look at 3 body, innocent body then carried out.
This looks serious, man.
Nicom says body-worn cameras were not used during planned operation.
And they are different. You see them police man we shot the girl. I run the girl, I run brother. Shot the girl. See him there. See him there. See him there. I him do it. Him shot the girl. See him there.
We need justice! Justice! We need justice! We need!
Nicom says body-worn cameras were not used during operation.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras.
This policeman we named Sergeant Dawkins. The man come to my house without a warrant.
That not give me no ignorance. I'm wake up good this morning. I'm the money, I don't want the money.
Nicom says body-worn cameras were not used during operation.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and indeed where necessary for the JDF.
It notes that year to date, 183 persons have been shot and killed by the security forces, 15 of who were fatally shot this month.
Me rascal, me tell you wickedness can't done.
Government of Jamaica is committed to the deployment and use of body-worn cameras for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and indeed where necessary for the JDF. There is no conflict, there is no indecisiveness. It is something that we are doing and will continue to do.
And they are different. You see them police man we shot the girl. See him there. See him there. I him do it. Him shot the girl. See him there. The girl a run, brother. I run the girl a run, brother. What girl a do? In front of whole heap of other people. In front of people no shot the girl, brother. Miss. Yo. See him there. And then they even have no heart. Then they even have no heart. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. Watch them. You watch him. Yo. I TikTok me and post this man. I'm not care what nobody wants it.
This policeman we named Sergeant Dawkins. The man come to my house without a warrant.
Me not have no money, me not want no money here. Don't do it. Nothing in there. Do not do it. And new clothes, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, sir. Nothing in here. That not give me no ignorance. I'm wake up good this morning.
And I say these people things in the house, brother. I come to the jar and I finger jar for distract the woman things. Go the first boy if you go away. Them man want a C4 drop in him face and lick out the whole in face.
Don't sir. If I tell you, say, you know, wickedness scandal, you know, why am I for ransack the woman place, so? No, nah lie. It's a cruelness, and him don't even have a warrant. Come on, man. And people don't need to drug up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, it's quite a kind of look ignorant. You know, you don't need to deal with the people them place that way, with the aggression there. Yeah, he might do an job. He look like somebody tell him say something in there, and he might do in job, but he not feel like going with the aggression there.
Yeah, me.
Like he want to mash up the people them things. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Good morning. Mine are ex, you know. Mine in that look at her, she turned him down. He aggressive bad. Me God. I look where I pull up a place, you know. And me have to go fix it back. When me go up on her page, and she said she fix back everything.
I be close. Nothing in there, daddy.
This not right, though.
Nothing in there, young man.
This not right. Man aggressive, you're freak.
When I wear you, yeah.
You must see that I look at her, she turned him down, yeah.
Nothing around the baby.
Now these kinds of situations are what make the citizens of Jamaica can never have no confidence in the police. Like them and the police can never be a friend.
Morning. Boy, may I tell you that it's rough for poor people. It's very, very rough. It's rough. You see me? Yeah, I don't know how, but we the police in my movie look like some boy them get some farmer intel or some farmer info or something. Is either mama or the mama for the man them in the community, or mama there with a bad boy, or them ear say mama lucky gun them for the man them in the place. You see me? Cause we them a deal with mama place, brother. No sir. They must, cause she said she not live with no man, she live alone. So I must something, bro. We them a deal with mama place, dog. I probably one of them boy that did dep on the Zozo. I always I see mama go work, I see mama pass and I look mama give him some feisty attitude. So him just mask up him face and come and say him I deal a girl I wake up feel like one of them bad boy that fuck a girl and you see me? I don't know that come like some feelings I carry, brother. I'm always deal poor people are shit, dog. You see me? That's why I tell them I can't like police in that. Can't like them, I hold up a police friend, but I can't like police, dog. From the uniform, dog, it's like I get paranoid, I get timid at them, brother. You see me? I tell you the truth, dog. So I'm there in my yard, you know. I make sure somebody will lock them there in my house, you know, because it's even if the man I run from police and run through my yard and police running, them can't run in my house, you know, because I tell you if it was a man, it would be a different story. Problem that kill him or problem that shoot him, beat him up or something, you see me? I don't know that, and police are that, I tell you that, where them deal with situations, brother, them deal with it. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. I'm there in my house and police come in my yard and knock my grill and I'm a peek through my little window, you know, side window there, you know, and in my bedroom and I look on my veranda and I see my grill and I take up my first thing take up my worker's ID and come out with it in my hand and I hold it up in them face and make them know I'm a working man. What the problem? And them state them problem, I fly my grill if them want to come in and search and make them search and do what them do. You see me, but make sure I identify myself as a working man. The other day I come out of my yard. I drive out of my yard for go to work 5:30 in the morning and a jeep a pass. And the man them see me say out of my yard, me drive out my car, come out of my car and I lock back the gate and them see. And I like them not see. You see me? And I like them not see because I'm half a little live. And the man them pull me over and come on the window and say to me, say, if I have nothing in my vehicle for declare. I say, well, if I have no vehicle for declare and I work, me I go. But I bring nothing illegal go work. Yeah, me look like a stupid too, no? For step out of the vehicle and fly the chunk and look where I do. I comply, I step out of the vehicle, I fly my chunk, I look where I do and everything and I'm go my ways and I go my ways. You see me? But I tell a man every day, brother, I'm rather walk down the road and see 10 gunmen than see 10 police. Because I see 10 police, I'm not going down there. I rather walk and see 10 gunmen because I see 10 gunmen is one out of two things. Is either them going to make me pass or them going to rob me. And as long as I don't involve them, not kill me. You understand what I say? Sometimes them all there and you don't even know. Y'all walk past them and them there in the yard, wings off and see you. And one man might know you say, yo, I see you last night, you know. You know them look away there. Yeah. The police, them on saw them stay, brother. Them officers show them make a dirty stinking colors, brother. And them say them they have to protect and serve. I want to know which part of them they have to protect and serve. Whoever do the poor people like shit, dog. And that man I like.
Now my viewers and my subscribers, I want you to know, say, you said this situation weighs heavy on me. When you listen to what those individuals are saying and what they are faced with, don't you see that they are living in the dark ages? And when you consider we have a prime minister that boldly made these speeches pledging that he would never bring us back to the dark ages, and we are in darker ages than the past right now in the present, and we have a prime minister seems like him delusional or he ain't got no sense here trying to convince the nation that him now bring us back in dark ages. Listen to his speech and you tell me if it's reflecting in your life, in society that you live in right now in Jamaica. You tell me.
My solemn pledge as Prime Minister that I will never allow Jamaica to return to those dark days when we were on the edge of the precipice.
And you don't come out and address these situations, but you quick to come attack say this we denying that the crime statistic no look too right, because we know that the levels of mass shooting we have seen in Jamaica this year, we have never seen that in the nation. And 2023 we had more unalive than this year, and yet still last year we never have none of them mass shooting. So how can last year that was much milder at crime compared to 2024 what we have seen, we have less unalive statistic? Obviously the people them see that something not right, but here you comes to try downplay it and don't hold no accountability for what you are doing to the nation. Now my viewers, these 3 clips of 3 different incidents what unfold with citizens of Jamaica will make them people that will never have confidence in the police, never ever ever, because they lost a family, and this thing just continue going on and on. We also have the Prime Minister of Jamaica addressing this issue. Now I wonder if the Prime Minister nah see or I can't see, him can't see, because the darkness cover the land, and until him come to realization and recognition that darkness is upon the land, we gonna end up with another situation like the roads of Jamaica. Him wait until it becomes a state of emergency before him come out and address it, and then we want to patch. You understand? Now I'm gonna show you the hypocrisy with the Prime Minister. Is lying ways, which is part of the problem in Jamaica, because the Prime Minister, it doesn't matter how seriousness of the circumstances what happening right here in front of our eyes underneath his government, he seems to doesn't want to take any accountability. Him always want point finger at the opposition.
That we face in the society today can be traced back to PMPism.
Or point finger at some department within his government, either the commissioner or the education minister or the financial minister, but no accountability to himself, the chief of staff. He is the leader of the country, and you often hear persons saying that everything they point at the Prime Minister. Well, he is the chief. If he doesn't want people to hold him accountable for what's going on in the country as the chief of staff, the Prime Minister, he need to step down from his post and let someone else do the job, because clearly he's not doing a good job. And I said he's not doing a good job because if he was, we wouldn't be here having this discussion. We have never seen this in our nation Everything with this man is the first. Click on the link below for part 2.